Let's get cooking. Hey, what's up my peeps, and welcome back to another video. This week I will be trying out baking cookies without a recipe. If you've seen a video of a similar title by the Try Guys, it's because I'm doing the same thing. It's pretty much very similar. But I thought, how hard, I watched the episodes, but I thought, how hard could it really be? It ended up really poorly for them, so we'll see how it goes for me. I do have some experience baking. I've baked a lot, but it's been quite some time since I've baked cookies. So I have very little memory recollection of what I'm supposed to do here. But I laid out all the ingredients that I have in my house that I could find that are relevant seeming to cookies, and we're just gonna throw stuff in and see what happens. Maybe I'll make this like brand new cookie that like no one else has ever thought of before, and it'll blow our minds. So these are kind of toppings, so I don't really know what I want from them. And then there's chocolate chips. As far as I can remember, the last time I made cookies, you need eggs, vanilla, I want to say baking powder. I have baking powder and baking soda, but I think, whoa God, did I take that as a bad sign that it's not the baking soda? So we're gonna go with baking powder. Some baking soda might end up getting in things. I also have some spices here for flavorings. I can put this to the side. And then I have two types of pan, because I know you're at least supposed to butter this. Probably. And then I have butter. I know butter matters. I know sugar matters. And I have cocoa powder. I don't know if you can put I know you put cocoa powder in cakes, because I usually end up making cupcakes. I don't cook cookies that often. I think the last kind of cookie I made was like pumpkin, and that's a weird ratio. Baking's a science. I have measuring cups, but these will probably be very imprecise measurements. I'm no scientist. So let's just start, okay? Let's start. I don't think I'm gonna use this because I'm scared of what this does. So I'm gonna put this to the side as well, as a maybe. Okay, so I have 3 types of sugar here. Let's start with the flour. The basis of most baked goods is flour. So let's go 1 cup of flour, and then we could base things off of that. Something about cookie dough too is you can like eat it, so I can taste it. And I know it's supposed to be thick because I have this for scooping them out eventually, if we get to that point. Oh gosh, what if it turns out all weird? Forgot salt. Okay, I have salt too. Okay, we'll start with a cup of flour and then we'll just go from there. How hard could it be? 1 cup of flour. That's a good start. We'll put the flour off to the side because we should be done with this. So it seems like a lot of flour. And I'm not out here to make a dozen cookies. I'm just out here to make as many as I can that taste okay. Next, I think sugar. Wait, do I need a separate bowl for wet ingredients? Nah, we'll let it be. We'll do dry ingredients and then we'll just add the wet ingredients until it feels right. Also, the butter is room temperature, which I know makes a difference. I think biscuits you're supposed to use cold butter, right? And then cookies, am I supposed to use melted butter or not? So I have a choice. I'm gonna make that choice later. We'll cross that road when it, cross that bridge when it comes. This is going great. I'm not tired at all today. This is the kind of brain you get when you've been stuck inside for 7 months. Let me know if you're all the same with this. Okay, so sugar, we have a choice. We have confectioner sugar, we have white sugar, and we got brown sugar. I think brown sugar makes like a crisper cookie. I don't think you're supposed to put confectioner sugar in here. That might just be a topping. We'll leave that for topping. I don't trust you. Okay, so I think I want to do a mix of brown sugar and white sugar. See what happens there. But I'll do like a quarter brown sugar. Oh, it's rock solid. Oh God. Okay, I know there's something about sugar and that it being densely packed makes it different. So we'll do a quarter cup lightly packed sugar. Very imprecise. It's in. And then we'll do like a quarter, sorry, this is a quarter cup. Did I say half? I don't know. We'll do a quarter cup of white sugar then too. That seems like a lot of sugar. That's half the mixture is sugar. Okay, now I know you're supposed to put, oh, this is for when they bake. I know, one thing I know when cooking or baking is that when you bake something, you can test it by putting a toothpick in it to make sure it's ready. So I have the oven at 350 already prepped, and I'll just look at them and then use the toothpick because I have no idea how long. I feel like it's probably like 10 minutes. That's like cupcake rules. I just keep applying cupcake rules. I only know how to make cupcakes. And we use a wooden spoon. Salt. So a cookie's saltiness is key. What is my butter? Is my butter unsalted? My butter is salted already, so I don't need as much salt. So probably like, how much this is, a quarter teaspoon of salt. Because I want it kind of salty because I'm going to do like a cinnamon spice cookie. I don't know. So, gotta add the spices in. So the spices I have in my cabinet that are dessert applicable are ginger, nutmeg, cinnamon, and cloves. So I think maybe like a, oh right, I have to add baking powder. Baking powder, I think you put like a quarter teaspoon. It affects the rise. And my cookies are probably going to be pretty sugary. So I don't know if I want a huge rise. We'll do a quarter. This is the one that I'm scared about. No idea. I know this is important and specific, but we'll see. I can't judge taste on that to know how much is supposed to be in here. We'll find out. Maybe it will taste good, but it'll just be like these flat things. Is that good or not? Okay, so I put salt in already. Okay, I was gonna add cinnamon. I wanted to make like a snickerdoodle, but I've never made snickerdoodles before, nor watched anyone make snickerdoodles before, nor looked at a recipe of snickerdoodles. We'll just, if it's not snickerdoodle, it's just cinnamon then. So I'll do a quarter teaspoon of cinnamon. That seems right. We'll start small and go big, because once you put too much, you can't go back. So I feel like maybe some cinnamon, maybe a small amount of cloves. I can't open it. Wait. No, I can't open it. I was just smelling it to see what it was. Cloves are spicy. No. Can't open it, so we just won't use cloves. Scratch that. It's all spiciness. Do I like nutmeg? I don't like the smell of that. I like the smell of cloves. I want cloves. Oh, I did it! Determination gets you places, people. Okay. Okay, there we go. We'll do like a half teaspoon. So I want to make it maybe like pumpkin spice, but without the It's like a 1/8 teaspoon. I don't want it super strong. I want more cinnamon than I do want cloves. And I don't want nutmegs. It smells bad. I don't know if I'm just not a nutmeg person. That's probably the case. We'll get this out of the way. Do I need ginger in here? Ginger's spicy and savory. Ooh, that's a lot. Kind of interesting though. I'll put a little. Have these spices been mixed before? I have no idea. We'll do like just like an 1/8 also. Because I got no idea. Okay, that's plenty of ginger. I'm guessing ginger's real strong. Okay, now I know we had eggs. I don't know how many eggs and vanilla. Okay, I'll mix this first, just with a whisk. It smells a lot like flour. It smells too much like flour. Do I need more sugar? I gotta more cinnamon. I'm gonna add like a little more cinnamon. So it smells just like straight flour. I get 1/8 more. Maybe I should more sugar. I'll wait. We'll just wait on it. See what happens. I don't want to add more sugar and then they're too sugary. But if I don't add enough sugar, then they're not sugary, and then what's the point of a cookie? Well, we'll see what happens. Okay. I'm just gonna go for it. I have vanilla extract here. Have you ever tasted vanilla extract on its own? It's gross. Like I always get it on my hands when I open it, and it smells so good. And then it's just the worst thing that could ever touch your mouth. That's an overstatement. But it's bad. It's real bad. Go try it. Okay. I feel like I usually add a teaspoon. Teaspoon sounds like a lot here. I'm gonna add 1/2 teaspoon to start off with. Because I feel like I usually see recipes with like a teaspoon of vanilla. So we'll go 1/2 teaspoon. Because I did a cup of flour. I don't know how much flour is usually in it. And then we'll do 2 tablespoons. We'll do 2 tablespoons of butter. Again, it's softened. So I think you're supposed to cream the butter into the sugar. Oh shoot. But I already put the sugar and the flour together. Oh shoot, I think I was supposed to cream the sugar and the flour, or I think I was supposed to cream the butter, the flour, the eggs, and then add it to the flour. Big yikes. It's not creaming, because it's not sugar. I feel like 1/2 stick is what's right. So I'm gonna just go for it. If there's too much butter, then I'll do 1/2 that. I'll do it a little less than. Also, for reference, my batter looks like this. It's just white. Is that right? Probably not. Okay. Keeps getting stuck in the whisk. Why is making cookies so hard? Okay, well, also, yes, I know I'm holding the whisk wrong, but I'm doing everything wrong. So, okay, the butter is mixed in pretty okay. It looks like biscuit dough, though. That's a good sign or a bad sign. Here's what it looks like. Whoa. There we go. The lighting's better now. I can't go back, though. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, God. Okay. Here's when my inner anxiety comes out. We're all good. Okay. I got the butter, I got the vanilla, I got the flour, I got the sugar, I got the baking powder. And now we're going to add in a whole, oh God. We're going to add in a whole egg. I think it needs 2 eggs, but we'll start with 1, just to be safe. We're all about safety here. Okay, Now I'm gonna use a wooden spoon. I feel like I was supposed to melt the butter. Now the butter's gonna melt in the cookie. Oh wait, probably needs one more egg. I know what the batter is supposed to look like, and it doesn't look right at all. I feel like it's close-ish. I'll start to the spoon. Okay, my cookie dough looks like this now. That looks right. Right? That looks right. That's enough eggs, that's for sure. It's really sticky. But I should taste it, right? It still smells like flour. I'm a little too wet. Okay, I'll taste it. Needs more salt. So add a little bit more salt. Needs more vanilla, I think. Where's my measure? Oh. I think the butter's probably good. I could definitely taste the sugar in it. I can't really taste the cinnamon. I feel like maybe I should put more cinnamon. I don't want to overload it with cinnamon. It's definitely a lot better. I think I get the cinnamon, but just do a little bit more. And then I might add a little more clove. Okay, so I was thinking, since I added cinnamon and stuff, I feel like chocolate chips are a weird thing to put in here. Maybe instead I'll do, I have these candy pecans. I was thinking maybe, so these are candy pecans and these are chocolate covered raisins. I thought the chocolate covered raisins might be really interesting, but I feel like that's a bad idea. So I'm gonna chop up some candy pecans and put them in. Am I concerned about the sugars in the candy pecans interfering with the sugar in my cookie? Yes. Am I still gonna add them? Yes. It only is, it's what's right. That's all I can say. Also, I feel like this is just a bad idea, so I'm just not gonna use this. Okay. Like, I don't want them to like overpower the cinnamon, so this is probably good. Okay, there we go, all different sizes. Good. I feel like this candy pecans is what's gonna save this strange cookie. Little crunches. Okay, so I end up with something looking like that. Now I'm gonna put them on a baking sheet. So I got the choice of original or butter, and I feel like I put a lot of butter in it already, so I'm probably gonna use the original. Right, now it's time to scoop them. Yeah, it's pretty good. Probably gonna want to spread them out pretty good distance. Since they're pretty big. I also have no idea how much this is gonna like move out because of the butter measurements. So 4 big old cookies and 1 normal size one. Cool. So I got my tray, and we're gonna stick them in the oven, and I'm just gonna stare at them. It's been about 2 minutes, and they're already spreading out. I knew I added too much butter. All right, here's what they came out like. They're really weird looking. Like, I made some like domes. They're like little mountains. And it looks like the thing that I was worried about happening did happen. The candied pecans did end up melting their candy. So I think there might be like caramel inside. Unsure. But I tested them with a toothpick. They don't look ready, but I mean, comes out clean, so can't argue with that. I'll try whatever this really big one is. Looks like on the bottom is like a pancake. Strange. It smells like cinnamon and sugar. I smell the clove a lot. The pecans look like they've melted. I'll cut it open. It feels really dense and cakey. So, oh, it's soft, kind of like cake. You can see the pecans inside. So it looks kind of like this. Kind of looks like biscotti, but it feels like bread. Maybe I made bread. Well, I guess I can taste it. It smells overly like flour. I don't think I added enough sugar at all. But I guess if I have to taste it, I will. I'm scared. Pecans are really good. They taste like toasty, but I don't really get any cookie in that bite. It tastes familiar. It's like a cinnamon loaf. Not bad, but they don't. Not cookies. It's like a weird, small pecan cinnamon loaf. Like it tastes like the holidays. It doesn't taste bad. There's an appropriate amount of sugar. Maybe I put too much baking powder in it. I don't know. Definitely too much butter, I think. I have no idea what I'm saying. But they look like this. Big old poofy things. Let me see if I can get other opinions on this. Looks like this was somewhat of a success. They're edible and they taste kind of like, I suppose, what I intended, which is pumpkin spice pecans. But the cookie is bread. It's just a sweet bread. It's not quite cake, it's not cookie. Alright, experiment over. If you want to see me try other kinds of either like baking or activities such as this, let me know in the comments down below. Yeah, this has been a journey, and I'll see you next week when I try baking pasta into bread.